Part 36. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 357. On a calm afternoon, Hinata was in her small yard. It's quiet and pleasant here. Although it's remote, Hinata likes it very much. At this time, a figure suddenly appeared in the corridor at the entrance of the courtyard. He is in his 30s, with a serious face and sharp eyes. The person who came was none other than the patriarch of the Hyuga clan, Hyuga Yang-chen. He walked gently and looked at Hinata, who was sitting in the corridor. Soon, Hinata discovered something that surprised him. Hinata is drawing sealing techniques on a cloth wristband. Hinata Yoshitatsu recognized the name of the sealing technique at a glance. Jonin, B-level difficulty ninjutsu and lightning sword transformation. Thunder light sword transformation is to first imprint the sealing technique on the item, and then seal the ninja tool inside. When you need to use it, you can channel it instantly. It's faster than taking it directly from the ninja bag. This is a technique rarely used, because it requires extremely high chakra control ability. Can you transform into a lightning sword? Hinata Yoshitatsu was a little surprised. This little girl from a separate family could actually know this level of sealing technique. As far as he knew, even Jiraiya didn't seem to know this ninjutsu. Well, the answer is already obvious. It must have been taught to her by the Sandaime Hokage. Hinata Yoshiaki completed the brainstorming on his own. Hinata blinked, put down his wrist guard, raised his head, and looked at Hinata. There seemed to be some incomprehensible look in Hinata's watery eyes. I heard from Hinata Xiao, you won the first place in the division competition. Hinata changed the topic slightly. Hinata nodded silently. Regarding Hinata Hikari's memory, Hinata Ryahito had it very early. At the earliest, Hinata Hikaru was born, grew up, and was diagnosed with mental problems. Finally, he was imprisoned in Konoha Mental Hospital. In fact, this was the first time he had spoken face to face with Hinata Hikari. Regarding various deeds of Hinata Hikaru, Hinata Ryaharu mostly heard about them from Hinata Zayaka. Therefore, even though he didn't meet much, he felt like an old friend at first sight. Hinata thought for a moment. I'm looking forward to your performance in the afternoon. Hinata nodded. By the way, the Uchiha clan's biscuits you asked Hinata Xiao to bring me last time tasted very good. Hinata Yoshitatsu mentioned that last year, Hinata Hikaru and Hyuga Xiao once visited the streets of the Uchiha clan. At that time, Hinata Hikaru bought the Uchiha okonomiyaki that the Uchiha clan is famous for. He also gave one portion of the sesame cake to Hinata Xiao, and asked him to take the other portion to the elder of the family, that is, Hinata Liang-chen. And in fact, Hinata Hikaru's growth has reached a level that even Hyuga Hikari cannot ignore. If we say, at the beginning, it can be explained by the reason that Hinata Hikaru has the blood of my great Hinata clan, so he is awesome. So, Hinata's rise and various legendary experiences in the past 6 months are no longer a problem of the ethnic group. Hyuga Hikari broke through the shackles of the Hyuga clan. In other words, the bloodline of the Hyuga clan even restricted the development of Hyuga Hikari. Just like the Senju clan to Senju Hashirama and Senju Tobirama. The two brothers, Senju Hashirama and Senju Tobirama, are unreasonably strong. To be honest, the other 99% of the Senju clan are not that good. Hinata Hikaru, there is already such a rush. Can you tell me how you won the Hyuga Hisashi? Hinata Yoshitatsu came over and asked patiently. After that, Hinata Hikari repeated the morning process. I see. Hinata nodded thoughtfully. A Hyuga clan member relied on the physical skills of non-Hyuga clan members to defeat his own clan. This talent. Too frightening. There is no doubt that the Hyuga clan is to Hinata Hikari, just like the Senju clan is to Senju Hashirama. It's hard to say who is dragging down who. But Hinata Yoshitomo still had a question in his heart. Hikaru Hinata, can you answer my question? What is the reason why you are unwilling to use the taijutsu of the Hyuga clan? This is not only a problem that troubles Hinata Yoshitomo. At the same time, it is also a problem that troubles Rixiangxiao, Rixiang Rishin, and others. Is it? Is it because this child has a grudge against the clan, and even the entire Hyuga clan, that he deliberately refuses to practice the Hyuga clan's taijutsu? Of course, according to Hinata Hikaru is not the kind of child who hides feelings such as dislike in his heart. This child's emotions are so pure, whether he is happy, angry, sad, or happy, everything is shown on the surface. Not the kind of person who hides and tucks away. So, what's the reason? Or, is it because the family members can only learn the 8 diagrams palms, so if you study hard, it's better to just use other ready-made physical skills? Hinata Yoshitatsu asked another possibility. If a family member wants to break through the shackles of the 8 diagrams palms, it requires a lot of energy, time, and indispensable talent. Instead of going to all the trouble, why not just use other taijutsu from non-Hyuga clan? After asking, Hinata Yoshiharu stared at Hinata Hikari without blinking, trying to see something in her eyes. In fact, Hinata Yoshitatsu did see some things. Hinata Hikari seemed to have a big secret as he hesitated to speak. Don't worry, I will keep it a secret for you. In order to reassure Hinata Hikaru, Hinata Ryaharu immediately promised. After thinking for a moment, Hinata finally spoke. Actually, this leader has already learned all the taijutsu of the Hyuga clan. Hinata's eyes suddenly widened. At this moment, even Hinata Ryaharu's face was filled with uncontrollable shock. After an hour. The time has come to afternoon. The Hyuga clan's mansion, which had been temporarily peaceful, became lively again. Everyone rushed to the dojo, looking forward to the afternoon competition, especially, looking forward to the scene where Hinata Hikaru would be taught a lesson by the clan family. The Hyuga light is very strong, but so what? There are many masters in the Zone family, and they hold the secrets of the Zone family. How can she, a mentally ill person from a separate family, be able to defeat them? To put it simply, the Zone family is not only a money-paying player, but also each possesses the unique skill of killing monsters by leapfrogging levels. Separate Chunin can only learn C-level powerful taijutsu, but the main Chunin can learn B-level or even A-level taijutsu. With the protagonist template in place, just ask how to lose. Everyone looked at Hinata Hikari walking towards the dojo calmly, and all of them had evil intentions. Faced with everyone's disdain, Hinata ignored it. Hey, everyone curled their lips and turned around, thinking in their hearts, I'll see how arrogant you are when I see the Zone family later. In the dojo, family members of the clan and branch families gradually entered. The afternoon competition was held in the largest dojo. It is extremely open here and the view is bright. However, it will not hinder everyone from watching the battle. It is naturally very simple to say why. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 358. Regardless of the main family or the branch family, everyone has a white eye. Byakugan, the most perceptive ninja in the world, with excellent eyesight in all aspects. The number of branch families is obviously greater than that of clan families. If the branch family is like a weed in the wild, then, the clan family is the few flowers that bloom from the weed. In the ashram, a large number of branch family members are crowded together on one side, and a sparse number of clan members are on the other side. Of course, scarcity only refers to family members. Clan members are also human beings, and they also need to reproduce, so naturally they must have a certain number. Otherwise, where can I find a wife and have children? Could it be that Hinata and the others jumped out of the cracks in the rocks? At this time, Hinata and Hyuga Hinata's mother in the original work, Hyuga Emi, stood together. Hinata Emi is a clan member and looks to be about the same age as Hinata Hisashi. This girl has a gentle face and gives people a virtuous feeling. She and Hinata were childhood sweethearts, and their marriage had been decided for a long time. Hinata Hikaru glanced at Hinata Hayashi. As a rare pair of twins, the two brothers Hizu and Hisashi looked very similar. But the temperament is completely different. Hinata Hisashi is gentle and elegant, but she gives off a melancholy feeling. Hinata Hinashi is serious and cold, and at first glance he looks like a wealthy villain. Anyone can see the difference in the personalities of the two brothers. Within the family, clan members rarely wear forehead protectors. Therefore, whether it was Hinata Hizu, Hyaga Emi, or other members of the clan, they all showed their smooth foreheads. There's nothing there. This is in stark contrast to the branch family members who have the caged bird seal engraved on their foreheads. The patriarch is here. Someone said something, and then the leader of the Hyaga clan, Hinata Hiten, arrived. The strongest ninja of the Hyaga clan and the current leader of the Hyaga clan stepped in with a sense of indescribable majesty. Beside him were several upper-level members of the clan, as well as several elderly men. Crowds cheering in front and crowds behind, the scene was huge. Hinata stretched his neck and looked hard. When the members of the branch family saw her like this, they all despised her. No matter how arrogant you are as a little psychopath, you will be scared when you see the patriarch and other clan members, right? Are you envious? Do you want to kneel down and lick it? However, Hinata didn't care about other people's eyes at all. Along with the announcement, it was like a ceremony. Every branch family member, including the clan family members, all stood up straight and stared at Rixiang Rishin. Only Hinata sat on the ground motionless. Fortunately, she was blocked by the figure of the person standing up in front of her, so the Zone family did not notice her unusual behavior. Hinata waved his hand to Rishin and motioned for everyone to sit down. So, each clan member knelt and sat on the tatami. Then, Hinata made a speech. It was similar to what the old men who separated their families said in the morning. Roughly. Our Hyaga clan is the largest clan in Konoha. I am the best in the ninja world of Taijutsu Jutsu, Hyaga. Clan family members and branch family members must love each other, blah blah blah. After that, Hinata took his seat. Then, someone stood up, it was a clan member next to Hinata Raiten. The name means that the sun is blowing in the wind, and the branches and leaves of the wood are blooming. This senior member of the clan looks to be in his 40s. He was stern, but he looked even more serious than Hinata Yoshitatsu. Hinata Fukai looked around the scene and got straight to the point. 1 year has passed by in the blink of an eye. Today, the clan family and branch families are gathered together, naturally for the competition and exchange between the newly emerging group of young talents. Although the clan family has unique skills, they should not be arrogant. Although the branch family has the mission of protecting the clan, they must not belittle themselves. Hinata Fenkai's words were extremely appropriate. On the one hand, he praised the Zone family. On the other hand, while praising the separation, we also do not forget to remind the separation of the family as the mission of the separation. Both sides were very happy. After that, he glanced at the boys and girls of the Zone family who were standing up, and said, "Okay, I've finished my words. Next, it's up to you little guys." The oldest of the boys and girls from the sex, whom Hinata Kazuka calls little ones, looks to be only 16 or 7 years old, and the youngest is about the same size as Hyaga Hikaru. But all of them had sharp eyes and nostrils pointing upward, obviously not taking the family members seriously. This is the Zone family. When the members of the branch family saw the nostrils of the Zone family pointing upward, their momentum immediately weakened. There is no way, the clan family is usually like this, shouting and shouting at the branch family, and they are born with a morale bonus. I'll go first. A young man from the Zone family walked out, with a handsome face and a calm expression. He seemed not to be taking part in a competition, but as if he was walking down the street. Ninja of the clan, Hyuga Natori, 15 years old. A member of the clan whispered and said the other person's name. After Hinata Natori came to the field, he stood still and looked around the family members. Although his face was expressionless, the disdain revealed in those white eyes was extremely clearly reflected in the eyes of every branch ninja. After the Zone family came out, the separated families naturally had to send out people to fight. A figure walked out of the crowd. Separated Chunin, Hinata Mori, 15 years old. Hinata Hikaru heard the murmurs of the tribesmen and knew this guy's name. In the morning, Hinata Mori ranked among the top few in the branch family, so people in the branch family can't help but look forward to his performance. The two of them opened their soft fist postures, looking like they were carved from the same template. The next moment, someone moved. I saw Hinata Mori's figure flashing away at a very fast speed, and the chakra in the body's meridians activated his body in an instant. In contrast, Hyuga Natori of the clan stood firmly in place, proudly motionless, just calmly waiting for his opponent to approach. Everyone in the branch family looked serious. Seeing Hinata Natori's calm appearance, they obviously felt that they could deal with Hinata Mori, so they couldn't help but worry. In the blink of an eye, Hinata Mori approached Hinata Natori. Chakra stirs, flows through the meridians, and instantly gathers in the arms and then in the palms. It is the standard attack move of the Hyuga clan's soft fist, which releases chakra outward. A blue chakra cyclone suddenly appeared, causing the surrounding air to twist. This move was fast and fierce, heading straight for Hinata Natori's shoulder. The family competition is just for competition, not for life, so Hinata Mori aims at parts that will not be seriously injured. The family members couldn't help but cheer in their hearts, and everyone opened their eyes wide. And Hinata Natori stood on the spot, seemingly petrified. This scene couldn't help but make the branch family members rejoice. The Zone family is also human and can be injured. If they were hit by this palm, they would probably lose the mobility of one arm. By then, you will definitely win. However, before the people in the branch family could get excited, they saw a stream of blue chakra air suddenly released from Hinata Natori's shoulder. Snapped. Everyone only heard a chakra explosion, and the chakra cyclone released by Hinata Mori's palm was offset and became invisible. The whole person was stunned on the spot. This is. The people in the branch family stared at this incredible scene with their eyes widened. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 359. The expressions on the faces of the jounin and elders of the separate families were even more unpleasant. Hinata Natori's move is obviously a precursor to the clan's oral skill Kaiton. Returning to heaven requires chakra to be released from acupuncture points all over the body, and then rotated and shaped. The first training step is undoubtedly to master the ability to release chakra from acupuncture points throughout the body. As for Hinata Natori, it is obvious that he has begun to practice Kaiton, and it is even possible to master Kaiton. The next moment, Hinata Natori snorted coldly, pointed out a finger, and directly hit the acupuncture point on Hinata Mori's chest. Hinata Mori admits defeat, a jounin from the branch immediately shouted. Hinata Natori didn't seem to hear it, and kicked Hinata Mori in the abdomen. Hinata Mori rolled out like a broken puppet and finally lay down. Know yourself and your enemy, and you can win 100 battles. You don't know what your opponent's abilities are, so you attack recklessly. Are all ninjas from different families like this? Hinata Natori looked around at the branch family members with disdain, the arrogance clearly etched on that face. Several branch family members stepped forward, lifted Hinata Mori up, and walked off the stage in embarrassment. There are medical ninjas in separate families. If they are left alone, hidden wounds may accumulate in the body, because the Hyuga clan's soft fists target the inside of the human body. For a while, the separation was extremely quiet. Hinata Natori, let me be next. Another person came out of the Zone family, a girl. Unlike Hyuga Emi of the clan, this girl from the clan has a fierce aura all over her body. More importantly, there was a tachi on her back. Weird. All branch family members have this idea in mind. As for the Zone family, some of them looked helpless. Except for extremely special cases like Tsunade and Uzumaki Kushina, in general, female ninjas are lower and less powerful than male ninjas in terms of strength and physical strength. This is not discrimination, but a fact. Therefore, it is natural for someone to have a wrong idea. Hyuga Sani, a ninja of the clan, 14 years old. A member of the family murmured. It is said that everyone in the world has talents, and not everyone in the clan has high talents and can learn to return to heaven. There are always some clan members who cannot learn return to heaven in their entire life. Hinata Sani is one of them. So, she turned to learn other attack techniques. For example, swordsmanship. In this world, the boundary between swords and swords is not so clear. Many ninja tools that are clearly swords are called swords by ninjas. This is also a point that makes Hinata Hikaru confused. Seeing the kunoichi with the knife, Hinata Hikari couldn't help but raise her head and take another look. Because she also has a ninja tool, the Yunryu sword. But, because Hinata Hikaru didn't even think about taking action, let alone trying her best, she was just here to make fun of him. Who's coming? Hinata Sani cherished words like gold, and did not even look at the people in the branch family, but cast her eyes on the ceiling of the dojo. Arrogant, extremely arrogant. I come. A clear female voice sounded. It was Hinata Maesumi who was defeated by Hinata Hikaru. Third place after Hikaru Hinata and Master Hinata Hisashi. The eyes of the branch family members flashed with anticipation. If the third player takes action, he should be able to defeat Hinata Sani. After all, Hinata Sani cannot learn to recover. Weak, too weak. Hinata Sani looked at Hinata Meiju with great disdain. Humph. Hinata Maesumi has a bad temper and is extremely competitive. How could she give up after being ridiculed? Therefore, she immediately rushed towards Hinata Sani. Chiang. The sword was unsheathed, and Hinata Sani held her sword in her arms and immediately faced it. In the ninja world, most of the time, sharp weapons are the first choice for fighting. 99% of ninjas will die if they are hit in the neck. Even the third-generation Hokage Sarutobi Hiruzen would die if his head fell off. Therefore, it may seem like a flashy sword, but if it really hits, it will definitely result in death or injury. Buzz. On top of the sword, chakra flows, which is a skill that many Chunin can master. Used by the Hyuga clan who are proficient in the subtle control of chakra, its power is even more powerful. Wrapped in the strong wind, Hinata Sani swung the sword in her hand. Brush. I saw a flash of blue light in the air, and the sword slashed in a terrifying trajectory. This knife was fast and cruel, like lightning. Everyone who originally disdained sharp weapons couldn't help but change their expressions. It turns out that the ninjas of the Hyuga clan are so powerful when using swordsmanship. Hinata Maesumi's face hardened, knowing that this attack could not be resisted, so he dodged sideways, relying on Byakugan's excellent insight to avoid the attack. However, Hinata Sani seemed to have expected it, and formed a seal with one hand. Blinking technique. Brush. Hinata Sani suddenly disappeared in front of Hinata Maesumi, and when she reappeared, she had already gone around behind Hinata Maesumi. This operation couldn't help but trigger a burst of exclamation from the crowd. Of course the ninjas of the Hyuga clan know ninjutsu. If you only know taijutsu, you will end up like the 10,000-year genin Mat Dai. You will never be able to be promoted to Chuyunin, and even becoming a genin will be difficult. So at least, everyone in the Hyuga clan can use the basic 3-skin technique. And Hinata Sani actually combines swordsmanship with D-level teleportation technique. Even if Hinata Maesumi had Byakugan that could see 359 degrees, it was difficult to turn around at this moment. Laugh. There was a flash of cold light, and Hinata Maesumi groaned and fell to the ground. There was a clear cut on her back. And Hinata Sani had already put away her sword and stood up. There is no doubt that the winner is Hinata Sani, because if it were an enemy, Hinata Maesumi would have already had the back of her neck slashed. By then, the only way she would face is death. With different strengths, the movement speed of the teleportation technique is also different. The Hyuga clan is proficient in physical skills, and their natural initial speed exceeds that of regular ninjas. The speed bonus brought by the teleportation technique is also far beyond what ordinary people can use. In addition, Hinata Maesumi did not expect that the other party would use the teleportation technique, so, she lost. 2 swords, Hinata Sani only used 2 swords, and defeated her opponent. The branch family members fell into silence again. Even without using the clan's soft fist, he is still so strong. Could it be that the strength of the Zone family is really insurmountable? Who else? Hinata Sani looked around the scene, looking at everyone in the branch family with arrogant eyes. How about, you guys come together? As soon as Hinata Sani's words came out, everyone in the separated family was in an uproar. Even the clan members are too arrogant. Several members of the branch family could not bear their anger and stood out from the crowd. Still, sweep. Several separate genin had their arms scratched or their chests broken. Their fate was the same as Hinata Maesumi's, being helped off in embarrassment by members of the branch family. There was a flash of shock in the eyes of everyone in the branch clan. They did not expect that Hinata Sani could defeat the first few branch clan nins alone. How can this be? The strength shown by the Zone family shocked the branch family. Don't you still have Hyuga Hisashi over there? Let him come out. Hinata Sani looked at Hinata Hisashi provocatively. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 360. Hinata Sani looked at Hinata Hisashi provocatively. In her mind, the only person in the branch family who could compete with her was the clan leader's second son, Hinata Hichi. Speaking of which, this Hyuga Hisashi is really pitiful, but he was born a few minutes later than his brother Hayashi and became a branch family member. Haha, I can only say that I was unlucky and was not born at a good time. If you were born during the Great Ninja War, you would naturally not be immediately separated into a branch family. Because the Hyuga clan would lose men in the war. But there is no way. Babies born during peacetime will be separated into separate families. Who allows the number of clan members to only be maintained within a certain range? One more won't work, and one less won't work either. This is fate. Hyuga Hisashi. The people of the branch family looked at a young man in the crowd. That is, Hyuga Hisashi. If there is anyone who can defeat the people of the Zone family, it is only him who came from the Zone family. After all, he is the son of the clan leader, Hinata Raiten. In this world where blood theory is deeply rooted, everyone firmly believes that dragons give birth to dragons, phoenixes give birth to phoenixes, and the sons of mice can burrow. Even though he was engraved with the seal of the caged bird and became a branch family, the blood of Hinata Hisashi was still flowing in the veins of Hinata Hisashi. Since his elder brother, Hinata Hinashi, is so good, as his younger brother, he should not be far behind. For a time, Hyuga Hisashi became the hope of the people of the branch clan. However, Hinata Hisashi stood there motionless, as if he had no intention of fighting. Why? Everyone doesn't understand. Day difference. A voice came, it was the Jounin from the branch family in the morning, and he shouted the name of Hinata Hisashi. Only they, the branch Jounin, know that Hyuga Hisashi has mastered the 64 palms of the 8 trigrams, the soft fist technique, one blow body, the 8 trigrams air palm, and even the secrets of the clan, return to heaven. Although they are from a separate family, they possess all the physical skills that the clan members can learn. There is no doubt that Hyuga Hisashi is the strongest among his peers in the branch family. In the morning, the reason why Hinata Hikaru and Hinata Hisashi were not allowed to continue fighting was because they, the Jonins of the branch, knew that they must keep Hinata Hisashi strong enough to cope with the afternoon competition. Only he can save the face of the separated family. Only he will not be hated by the Zone family if he wins. Because Hinata Hisashi's father is the leader of the Hyuga clan, Lord Hyuga Hisashi. This is a flawless plan. However, Hinata Hisashi took a deep breath, said nothing, did not show up, and still had a depressed look on his face. It seems like he is resisting, but there is a sense of resignation and decadence. They don't understand, Hinata Hisashi said to himself in his heart. So what if we win against the Zone family? As long as the Zone family wants to, they can kill their family members by activating the caged bird curse seal. No matter how strong you are by dividing your family, is it useful? Since the outcome has already been determined, why not just accept your fate? When the branch Jounin called his name for the second time, Hyuga Hisashi closed his eyes and seemed to refuse to communicate with the outside world. Seeing this scene, not only the ninja and genin of the separated families were heartbroken, but also the Jounin of the separated families, their hearts were filled with coldness. There is no doubt that Hyuga Hisashi is unwilling to join the war and does not want to participate in the war. Silence, a strange silence spread in the dojo. Finally, it was Hinata-sani who broke the silence. Ha ha! Hinata-sani sneered twice, her face full of disdain and contempt, with a hint of disappointment. The first place in your branch family is nothing more than this. It seems that our clan is the one who has won the victory. Hinata-sani spelled out the word clan very clearly. After hearing this, the members of the branch family's faces turned blue and white, and they were very angry. Hinata-sani smiled and was about to turn around and return to the queue. Wait a minute. However, the next moment, the shouts of the branch Jounin reached everyone's ears. Hinata-sani turned around and looked at the branch Jounin. The meaning in his eyes was very clear. Do you have anything else to say? That's what it meant. The branch Jounin smiled. Our number one is not Hyuga Hisashi, but her. The branch Jounin stretched out his hand and pointed at a figure sitting cross-legged on the ground making soy sauce. Everyone in the Zone family looked around, and what they saw shocked them. It turned out to be Hikaru Hinata. Hinata Hikaru was sitting cross-legged on the ground, holding his chin and sighing, looking bored. There is no doubt that she is a pretty cute girl in terms of looks. Especially, when I'm not nervous. However, for some special Lolita fans, the neurotic Hinata is even more adorable. The Zone family narrowed their eyes and looked at Hinata Hikaru, who was considered to be Hinata's shame. All this is because of her abnormal brain circuitry. Laugh. Hinata-sani looked at it for a few times and suddenly laughed out loud. She was laughing, and her branches were shaking wildly, as if she had heard something very funny. A little psycho? First place? Are you kidding me? The next moment, Hinata-sani's face was immediately covered with a layer of frost, and the speed of her face change was unparalleled. I don't dare. The branch Jounin lowered his head and nodded. Although he is a Jounin, his status as a branch of the family forces him to bow his head without dignity even in front of a sect ninja. Dare to be angry but dare not speak. All thoughts must be hidden in the heart, including the hatred of one's own fate of being separated. All the branch families present can testify for me, Hikaru Hinata is indeed number one, both in the written examination and in actual combat. The clan members, including Hyuga-sani, looked around silently and found that the expressions on the faces of the branch family members did not seem to be fake. In other words, Hinata Hikaru did win the first place in the division competition. But, how is this possible? An abnormal person defeated a group of normal people? Is the separation a joke? Oh, how could I bear to attack such a little mentally ill person? Hinata-sani had a half-smiling expression on her face. She said this just to show her kindness. And, a little mentally ill person can win the first place. Has the branch family fallen to this level? If this continues, how can we fulfill our duty to protect our clan? Once again, Hyuga-sani used the word clan very strongly to ridicule the members of the branch family. Some family members couldn't hold back their anger, and finally showed anger on their faces. They are indeed separated, but can't separated families have dignity? Chikuakuo's humiliation and anger, however, did not dare to show up on the spot because of the mark of the caged bird on her forehead. Hinata-sani sneered and turned her eyes to look at Hinata Hikari. The branch Jounin glanced at Hinata-sani and naturally understood what she meant, so he quickly walked to Hinata Hikari and bowed. Hikaru Hinata, how about going out to fight? It can almost be described as being groveling. There is no way Hinata and Hisashi are unwilling to fight, then, their hope of dividing the family can only be placed on Hinata Hikari. Hinata Hikaru immediately shook his head, no, no. Her refusal was so straightforward that all members of the branch family were extremely shocked. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 361. Therefore, some members of the branch family immediately expressed their anger towards Hinata Hikari. They all rebuked Hinata Hikaru, saying that she had no sense of honor and no real ability. Chirping sounds filled the dojo for a moment. Hinata Hikaru immediately stood up from the floor, turned around, and looked around at the branch family members, with a smile on his little face. Gah! You scumbags, you will take your anger out on me if you can't beat others. You don't look in the mirror and see what kind of virtue you have. If you have the ability, try to defeat the people of the clan. Hinata Hikaru's words immediately silenced all the branch family members. They all opened their mouths, not knowing how to refute. The Zone family members were silent or watching the scene with interest. It's really interesting for a little psycho to teach a group of separated families. This leader is not your biological mother, why should I spoil you and let you go home to find your mother? Hinata Guang flicked his sleeves and scolded the members of the branch family, taking a step back. You don't regard me as your own person at all. You usually love to bully me. Now you want to kidnap me morally and ask me to fight for you. How can there be so many good things? I have 4 words for you. White, day, dream. The first one to laugh out loud was none other than Hinata Hisashi. These words spoke to Hinata Hisashi's heart. What Hinata Hikaru said was heartbreaking, but also quite innocent. The girl who can attract the attention of Elder Liang Chen is truly extraordinary. Those who respect others will always respect them. Hinata Hisashi murmured, as if it had nothing to do with him. Although the voice was low, everyone present was a ninja, so they naturally heard it clearly. Yes, they don't respect Hinata Hikari, how can others respect them? Everyone understands this truth, but, because of arrogance, reason is obscured. It's the most unconvincing thing to say from your mouth. Hinata Hikaru glanced at Hinata Hisashi. Hinata Hisashi was suddenly stunned. He himself retaliated against Hinata Hikari several times and said, "You insulted my leader, and the clan insulted you today. This is called cyclical retribution, huh?" Hinata Hikaru snorted, flicked his sleeves, and sat cross-legged on the ground again angrily. The 3 views are wonderful and upright, and the grievances are clear. Hinata Huten, the leader of the Hyuga clan, looked at Hikari with a half-smile. In this competition, he is not the protagonist, so there is no need to speak. Just look at the performance of the juniors. Are you really not going to fight? The branch Jounin asked again. Don't come out? Don't come out, Hinata shook his little head vigorously. The branch Jounin suddenly frowned. Just when he was at his wit's end. The pretty maid of the separated family, Hinata Chu, came up and whispered a few words. Suddenly, the branch Jounin's eyes lit up, and he seemed to have found a way to persuade. Cough cough. The branch Jounin coughed and cleared his throat. Hikaru Hinata, how about I give you a sea-level scroll as a reward for coming on stage? What? The eyes of everyone present almost popped out of their heads. What the hell? How did you start trading on the spot? Hinata Akira, this pretty maid who has taken care of Hinata Hikaru for several years, does not know anything about Hinata Hikaru. On the contrary, one of the people in the Hyuga clan who knows Hinata Hikari best, is Hinata Akira. In other words, understand Hinata's temperament. How could it be possible without two brushes to coax Hinata into submission? In a certain respect, Hinata Chu is more powerful than all the clan members present. Of course she knows exactly what Hinata wants. The next moment, Hinata Hikaru suddenly turned his little head and looked up at the branch Jounin. Huh? You want to bribe this leader with a broken sea-level scroll? Three sea-level scrolls, the branch Jounin said quickly. 3? Just 3 of them want to bribe this leader. Who do you think this leader is? Hinata said loudly, with a righteous look on his face. Ahem, then just a B-level scroll, the branch Jounin said again. 1 grade B? What do you think this leader is? 2 B-levels. 2 B-levels are enough, the Jounin of the branch family held up 2 fingers. Hinata Hikaru, quack. Okay. Everyone. One moment, Hinata Hikari, who was so powerful and unyielding, and so rich and wealthy, she gave in the next second. She changed her angry look and got up from the floor under everyone's dull gaze. First, he patted the possible dust on his body, and then showed a nervous smile. Feeling countless eyes focused on him, Hinata didn't have any stage fright, but instead seemed to dominate the world. I originally planned to keep a low profile, but my strength doesn't allow it, huh? Hinata nodded, causing a sound of vomiting blood. There's no way, they think, Hikari Hinata is too good at pretending. He looked upright one moment, but was bribed by several scrolls the next. Suddenly, the Zone family thought of another possibility. Is there really something strange about this Hikari? So much so that a Jounin even lowered his face to beg her. Hinata Sani was obviously stunned on the spot. She didn't react until she saw Hinata Hikaru coming out, with a sarcastic smile on her lips. Little psychopath, I see how pitiful you are, why don't you just go back and show off? It's useless. In her mind, this Hyuga Hikari is neurotic and can be defeated in a casual move. Even if you win, it won't be interesting. Instead, you will get the reputation of bullying abnormal people. Quack. Hinata Hikaru laughed strangely, and this laughter sounded so harsh to Hinata Sani. Hinata Chive, if you take the initiative to admit defeat to my leader, I will not let you lose face in front of everyone, otherwise, you, Alik, will be tragically killed by my leader. Everyone present widened their eyes and were dumbfounded. What did Hinata say? Not only did she mock Hinata Sani's name as Hyuga, but she also arrogantly tried to make him lose face. Although she knows that Hinata Hikaru has always been arrogant, but, can't she restrain herself in front of so many clan members? This means losing the face of the entire branch family. Even the branch Jounin who had just bribed Hinata Hikaru frowned. Although she had predicted Hinata Hikari's strength, it was not as easy to win as she said. The next moment, Hinata Sani showed a ferocious smile. You little psycho, what if I say no? Well, then there's nothing we can do. Hinata shook her little head, looking like she had a headache. Just when everyone thought she was going to take the initiative, Hinata Hikaru suddenly turned around and shouted, "Hyaga Hisashi! Teach this leak a lesson for me." Puff. Everyone present almost vomited blood. What is this all about? What does this have to do with Hinata Hisashi? Quack. Hinata Hikaru turned around and looked at Hinata Sani, who was a little dull. Well, I know you are puzzled. The reason is actually very simple. You are not qualified to let me do it myself, so I have to let the second-placed Hinata Hisashi teach you a lesson first. Close the door. Release Hyaga Hisashi. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 362. After Hinata finished speaking, he flicked his sleeves, put his hands behind his back, and returned to the crowd gracefully. Hinata Hisashi also had a hint of astonishment on his face, but then, Hinata Hikaru, who passed by him, said something to him. "It is good." Hinata Hisashi shouted with a righteous look on his face. Then, under the eyes of everyone who couldn't believe it, Hinata Hisashi appeared. Why? Everyone did not understand. How could everyone in the branch clan call him? Hyaga Hashiashi didn't even move, and he didn't even buy into the words of the Jounin in the branch clan. Why did he obediently obey Hinata Hikari when he came here? Hinata Hisashi took a deep breath, his strong figure gradually became firmer, he strode towards the field and stood still. As soon as he appeared, his whole body's temperament was completely different. The left hand is forward, forming a palm, and the right hand is holding it empty, which is exactly the soft fist starting position of the Hyaga clan. Why? Hinata Sani asked subconsciously. She didn't think Hinata Hikaru was qualified enough to influence Hinata Hisashi. You don't understand. Hinata Hisashi's voice was gentle, with a deep feeling mixed in it. Hinata Sani really doesn't understand, she doesn't understand the pain that a family separation would have. Destiny, politics, too much utilitarianism, all these make Hinata Hinashi depressed. Although he is the son of the patriarch. Facing the clan family, they are just like dwarves and are not equal. Facing the separated family members, although it is high, it is not much higher. Everyone is close to each other, but more importantly, everyone in the separated family is motivated by political and utilitarian, they want to take advantage of him. Only Hyaga Hikaru, without a trace of utilitarianism, treated as equals. In the eyes of this girl, I'm afraid he is no different from other tribesmen, except that he is a little better at fighting. What Hyaga Hisashi needs is this kind of equal treatment, just because he has experienced too much inequality. No wonder. Hinata Hikaru had just returned to the crowd. When he passed by Hinata Hisashi, he said to him, "If you don't fight, I will sue Hinata Mommy for harassing my leader." Hinata Hisashi was immediately frightened. He didn't want to be tortured to death by that jealous Hinata Mommy. The appearance of Hinata Hisashi made the atmosphere solemn. From the aura exuded by Hinata Hisashi, they could clearly feel the difference. This is by no means comparable to those of the previously defeated branch families, not even Hinata Maesumi. The Jounin of the separate families looked even more embarrassed. They couldn't call Hinata Hisashi, but Hinata Hikaru's cry was enough. This is really hard to understand. They really don't understand, but as long as Hinata Hisashi is willing to come to power. Hinata Sani. Hinata Hisashi made a slight sound. You can go back and let the stronger ones come. Arrogant. No one would have thought that Hinata Hisashi would have such an arrogant side. Have they seen a ghost today? However, the head of the Hyaga clan, Hinata Hiten, smiled and said in his heart, "This is my son, whether he is a clan or a branch, he should have such momentum." Of course, there was also a very arrogant person before. Daylight. But everyone thinks that Hikaru Hinata is truly shameless, while Hinata Hikari is truly powerful. Hinata Sani was shocked and angry. She originally thought that only Hinata Hisashi in the branch family was qualified to fight with her, but she never expected that Hinata Hisashi did not take her seriously at all. This makes the proud Hinata Sani not angry. Hyaga Hisashi, please meet with me. Hinata Sani drew her sword and raised her energy. The aura on her body began to rise steadily. The chakra stirred up, and her body was activated in an instant. Her condition has reached its best moment. Quack. Hinata Hisashi, give this leak to my leader, Hinata Hikari's voice sounded. Hinata Sani stumbled and almost fell down. No problem. Hinata Hisashi said calmly, with a hint of sarcasm hanging on the corner of his mouth. He has been immersed in taijutsu for many years and has killed countless enemies on the battlefield, although he is a Chuunin, with the bonus of focusing all his energy on taijutsu, he already has taijutsu strength that even a special jounin may not be able to match. How can Hinata Sani compare with him? Drink. Hinata Sani let out a loud cry, tapped her toes, and flew towards him. The chakra of the sword in his hand circulated, creating a blue trajectory, and the target, Hinata Hisashi's head, was right in the middle. Before the knife arrived, a sharp feeling seemed to cut the person open. If this knife hits, there is no doubt that Hinata Hisashi's blood will be splashed on the spot. Danger, the members of the branch family couldn't help but exclaimed. No one expected that Hinata Sani would kill her as soon as she came up. Did she really want to kill Hinata Hisashi? This sword was so powerful that, not to mention them, even Hinata Hisashi had to dodge quickly. However, facing this blow, Hinata Hisashi suddenly raised his hand, and the chakra cyclone shone between his two fingers. Snapped. Bibakana. Hinata Sani looked horrified, something she couldn't believe had happened. Hinata Hisashi actually caught her tachi with two fingers. How can this be? In the dojo, it was so quiet that you could hear a pin drop clearly. Empty-handed. Hyaga Hisashi, can he be so strong? Even if chakra is released from the fingers, no matter if it is a special technique, can human fingers really be so hard? Strange and obscene skills. There was a trace of disdain in Hinata Hisashi's voice. The Hyaga clan are masters of physical arts, and they are best at row fist. Soft boxing has evolved over thousands of years, and even if it has shortcomings, it is still systematic. Hinata Sani gave up her soft fist and started practicing some kind of swordsmanship. It was really ridiculous. If she has Hinata Hikaru's talent and hard work, after learning Rikuin, and then combining it with other categories, she will naturally be comprehensive and have pros and no cons. But Hinata Sani is obviously a half-bottle, hoping to use other powers to replace the soft fist that cannot be mastered. Drink. In Hinata Sani's dull eyes, Hinata Hisashi exerted a little force on her two fingers, and Hinata Sani's hands holding the sword involuntarily moved towards Hinata Hisashi. The whole person rushed towards Hinata Hisashi. The next moment, Hinata Hisashi stretched out his left hand, turned it into a claw, and suddenly caught Hinata Sani's fair neck. Without any mercy, Hinata Hisashi slammed him to the ground. Hinata Sani, whose back hit the ground hard, felt the air in her lungs being squeezed out for an instant. Even the nerves in her respiratory system were compressed, and a sense of suffocation enveloped her. At this time, let alone counterattack, even whether he can get up is a problem. Spike. For a moment, the scene was silent again, and everyone's eyes were all focused on Hinata Hisashi. It's really strong. 1. The boys from the separate families burst into cheers, feeling excited and full of blood. The girls from the separated families couldn't help but blush when they looked at Hinata Hisashi's handsome figure. Hinata Sani, who was arrogantly picking on multiple people in a row, was beaten by Hinata in one move. How powerful this is! The jonins of the separate families were whispering to each other, and everyone had a smile on their face. They separated and finally got things back together. Only Hinata didn't feel the slightest surprise. If Hinata Hisashi can do it, she can do it too, and she can do it better. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 363. Next. Hinata Hisashi said calmly, and then watched the people from the Zone family carrying Hinata-sani down with all their hands. A trace of solemnity flashed through the eyes of the clan members. The boys and girls looked at each other and one of them walked out. Hinata Natori. He was the one who defeated the ninja Hinata Mori before by discharging chakra from his shoulder. As expected of the patriarch's second son. After Hinata Natori came on the stage, she first said something incomprehensible. Everyone looked at each other and then felt something was wrong. This Hyuga Natori is clearly saying that even if Hyuga Hisashi wins, it is because he has the blood of the clan and has nothing to do with the branch family. Although they were separated, they still took the spotlight in the Zone family in the end. Without the patriarch of the clan, how would he be able to survive? This logic seems reasonable at first glance, but it is very infuriating and difficult to defend. The atmosphere that was originally joyful after the family separation suddenly turned into anger. However, there was nothing they could do. Even Hinata Hisashi's eyes were glazed over, as if he had eaten some spoiled food. The branch family wanted to take advantage of him, but the Zone family didn't recognize him but still wanted to put money on his face. There are no people on either side. Just when Hinata Hisashi's mood was gradually getting worse, a strange laugh sounded. Gah! Hinata Hisashi, you go down first and leave the rest to this leader, eh? Without waiting for Hinata Hikari to react, Hinata Hikari stood up from the floor and stepped over. The next moment, a gentle smile appeared on Hinata Hisashi's face. Okay. He lowered his head and nodded, but the courtesy was given to Hinata Hikari. In the midst of the Mune family's disbelief and Hyuga Natori's dull eyes, the opponent he had obtained, the cooked Hyuga Hisashi, flew away. Hinata Hisashi turned his back to Hinata Natori and walked off the field slowly, as if the latter did not exist at all. Hinata Natori is so angry. He is really looking forward to playing against Hinata Hisashi. Hinata Natori's anxious and angry expression was seen by Hinata Hikari, who came on stage. Hinata laughed strangely. Gah! Silly, I'll make you talk bad. This scolding successfully diverted everyone's attention from Hinata Hisashi to her. What did Hinata just say? Hinata Natori and everyone were a little confused. Silly, why are you still standing there? If you don't want to fight, get out immediately. Hinata Hikari flicked his sleeves, as a matter of course. After reacting, Hinata Natori's blood immediately rushed to her brain, and her entire face turned red. Little psycho, what did you say? You are deaf. Hinata Hikaru showed a look of pity and looked at Hinata Natori pitifully. Arrogant. Drink. Hinata Natori shouted loudly, no matter who Hinata Hisashi was. Anger covered his reason, and now he just wanted to kill Hinata Hikari. In terms of his ability to talk and ridicule, he is no match for Hinata Hikaru even with one people. Hinata Natori's body turned into an afterimage, apparently rushing towards Hinata Hikari with all her strength. Seeing this scene, everyone in the Hinata branch family was stunned. Is Hinata Hikari crazy? A member of her branch family actually scolded and ridiculed the clan members. She was dying, right? Many members of the branch family looked down upon Hikaru Hinata, but at this moment, a glimmer of hope arose in their hearts, hoping that Hikaru Hinata could regain the face of the branch family. However, Hinata's performance left them speechless. Soft fist. Hinata Natori shouted angrily and suddenly swung his palm. The sharp sound of breaking through the air brought with it the churning chakra cyclone, leaving a twisted trace in the air. Hinata Hikari stood there, motionless, as if stunned. When this palm is about to kill her. Snapped. Hinata Natori was confused. It took a while before I felt the burning pain on my cheek. It turned out that just when he slapped him with a palm, Hinata's figure flashed slightly, he dodged for a moment, and then slapped him with his backhand. This slap stunned not only Hinata Natori, but also everyone present. Both the main family and the branch family were shocked by the slap, as if the slap not only hit Hinata Natori, but also their cheeks. You just said that, Hyuga Hisashi. I am a father and son, a good man. Then I would like to ask you, does this leader have a father who is a patriarch? Of course not. Hikaru Hyuga is just an ordinary salted fish. Apart from being a member of the Hyuga clan, he has no bloodline, nor does he have any divine gifts from his parents, nor does he have any settings such as the reincarnation of the son of the Sage of Six Paths. But she is such an ordinary person, but she can directly touch the faces of the noble family members. How can this not surprise everyone? Very arrogant, but there is no doubt, what a relief. The cheeks of everyone in the family were flushed, which was caused by excitement. Compared to Hinata's instant kill of Hinata Sani, there is no doubt that Hinata Hikari's move was more convincing. She represents the dream of every ordinary tribesman. Beat up all kinds of geniuses with an ordinary body. And judging from how easily Hinata Hikari avoided Hinata Natori's soft fist just now, everyone knew, Hinata Natori was going to lose. However, they think so, but Hinata Natori doesn't think so. He is not convinced. He was actually slapped in the face by a branch family member in public. Humiliation. So, Hinata Natori shouted loudly and struck out with another palm. This palm was different from the previous ones because there was a left palm following the right palm. Bagua. That's it, let alone Bagua and palm or Bagua palm, he can't even touch Hinata Hikaru. Konoha Gale. Hinata Hikaru dwarfed and suddenly disappeared in front of Hinata Natori. She almost squatted down and kicked Hinata Natori's feet with a sweeping kick. Hinata Natori, who only focused on the top and ignored the bottom, was directly swept off the ground by this kick, forming a floating state. This is the shortcoming of the Hyuga clan's soft fist. If you don't slip your legs when punching, you are a daredevil. Because the Hyuga clan's soft fist is too strong, and 99% of the ninja taijutsu in the ninja world are no match for the Hyuga clan, not even the Uchiha. Therefore, it seems that Rokuin is invincible. However, the fatal flaw of Rokuin is that the lower body is unstable. Because few people from the Hyuga clan would exercise their legs and feet. It's okay not to be hit, but once hit by a blow, you can only be in a situation where you are at the mercy of others. A true master of the Hyuga clan knows how to learn from each other's strengths to compensate for their weaknesses. Whether it is Hyuga Ryutetsu, Hinata Raiten, or even the other top Hyuga clan ninjas, they all understand this. Some people specialize in Huishin, some specialize in soft boxing, one strike, and some specialize in Bagua Kongjang, in order to make up for the shortcomings of soft boxing. Seeing this scene, the upper echelons of the Zone family and the upper echelons of the Branch family all opened their eyes wide. Hinata's understanding is really amazing. Things that should only be understood after reaching Jounin level are already known at such a young age. So, the result of this competition is the upper echelon of the Zone family looked away. The Konoha whirlwind. Hinata Natori, who was floating in the air, was kicked by Hinata Hikari and flew backwards like a cannonball. After rolling around in a panic for a few times, he finally hit the wall head-on. The whole place was silent. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 364. Hinata Hikari didn't use soft fist, but two bad D-level taijutsu, Konoha Tornado and Konoha Gale. Ga. In order to prevent you from making excuses, this leader doesn't even use soft fists. What else do you have to say? Hinata Hikari looked at Hinata Natori, who was trying to get up very proudly. Hinata Natori may have been angry, or maybe he just hit his head, and he actually fainted on the spot. Zaza! Hinata flicked his sleeves with a look of disdain. At this moment, many members of the branch family remembered the fight between Hikaru Hyuga and Hisashi Hyuga in the morning. It turns out that she hasn't shown her potential at all. Moreover, the reason why Hinata Hisashi was put to death just now was not because she was not good at it, but because she was very good at it. To the extent that he can kill Hinata Natori in an instant, he can easily kill Hinata Sani in an instant. Strong, too strong. Everyone in the separated family only felt that they had looked down on others in the past and did not understand the horror of Hinata Hikaru at all. In the field, Hinata Guang stood with his hands behind his back, looking around at the boys and girls of the clan who were lined up. The Zone family only has this little strength. No wonder it needs separate families for protection. Arrogant. Treason. However, very relieved. As expected of Hinata Hikari, she is still so crazy. But the face of the branch family was finally won back by Hinata Hikari. At this moment, the faces of everyone in the Zone family were not good looking, and some elders even wanted to reprimand Hinata Hikari. However, as soon as they thought that Hinata Hikari had an abnormal brain and was a mental patient, and it was beneath their status to argue with her, they could only stare. Watch. Who else? Hinata Hikaru, who looked full of energy, spoke loudly, and the clear tone resounded throughout the dojo. I come. A young man from the Zone family came out. Still an acquaintance. Hinata Kazuma. On that day, the Hinata family was in the Hyuga clan's scroll storage room and humiliated Hinata Hikari. Of course, Hinata Hikari immediately responded and mocked him. Hinata Kazuma has been thinking about this incident, and now that he has a chance to take revenge, he is overjoyed. Therefore, when he opened his mouth, he taunted him, "Little psycho, have you mastered the soft boxing technique, one-hit body?" Hinata Kazuma was referring to Hinata Hikaru trying to learn how to hit him with a little description. If you can learn it by reading a general explanation, then why do you need to distinguish between clan families and branch families? In his opinion, Hinata was extremely ridiculous. This scumbag physical technique can be mastered by me in one go, Hinata said casually. Oh, that's really congratulations to you. Hinata Kazuma said in a strange tone. Quack. Didn't your family tell you? Hinata Hikari's gaze suddenly rose and drifted to the ceiling. She didn't even have to look at Hinata Kazuma. What? Hinata Kazuma asked subconsciously. You duck, your sinister voice sounds like a dead eunuch. Hinata Hikari sneered mercilessly, she would not save face for such a scum. You. Hinata Kazuma suddenly stretched out his finger and pointed at Hinata Hikari. How dare Hinata Hikaru say that to him? What are you? Hinata's voice rose a few degrees, and her cute little face was stained with a layer of frost. Hermaphrodites, rotten ass. It's okay to have children. Cough cough cough. There was a violent coughing sound at the scene. At this moment, without anyone else telling him, Hinata Kazuma was ready to take action directly. Seeing him losing his mind with anger, several senior members of the Zone family shook their heads. Hinata Hikaru's scolding was indeed unpleasant, but he lost his mind because of it. That proved that Hinata Kazuma was nothing more than that. The strength of a ninja is certainly important, but what is more important is the will and mentality. Throughout the ages, no matter who they are all strong-willed. And Hinata Kazuma ended up like this after being provoked by Hinata Hikaru a few times. In other words, there is no possibility for him to become a strong man. At least for now, this possibility cannot be seen from him. Gossip. In the field, Hinata Kazuma looked ferocious. So what if a little psychopath defeated Hinata Natori? Hinata Natori's strength is simply not as good as his own. Staring at Hinata, his lips parted slightly. The next moment, his fingers turned into claws and he shot in the air. Empty palm. The move called Bagwa Kongjang is the secret of the clan. This move, fast and hard, blasted out the lumps of chakra, which looked like transparent airflow. The reason why it does not appear blue is because it undergoes a shape change to form a vacuum shock wave. In terms of attack speed, the Bagwa Kongpom is the best in the Hyuga clan's physical skills. This move is as fast as a cannonball. There is absolutely nowhere to dodge. The expressions of everyone in the branch family immediately changed. This is the difference between a clan family and a branch family. There are many powerful moves that the Fen family cannot learn at all. In this aspect, they are completely crushed by the Zone family. Especially, the branch family, which only knows how to fight in close quarters, encounters the clan family who can attack from a distance, just like a samurai stepping into the rain of arrows. If it were an ordinary ninja of the separation family, he would be knocked down with one palm. So, how will Hinata respond? Under everyone's daring stare, Hinata, who rushed over quickly, still did not show any dodge action. Was she going to run right into it? Everyone in the branch family opened their eyes wide. They knew that Hinata was very strong, but no matter how strong he was, he couldn't be so stubborn. Boom! The shock wave that distorted the air arrived in the blink of an eye, and was about to hit Hinata. However, Hinata did not dodge. Who gave you the courage not to dodge in front of the Zone family's stunts? Hinata Kazuma stared at Hinata Hikaru with disdain in his heart. However, the next moment, his expression turned into astonishment and unimaginable shock. Soft fist technique, one strike to the body. Boom! Blue chakra flames suddenly appeared around Hinata's body, and the Bagwa Kongpom hit the blue chakra flames on the surface of Hinata's body, causing a small explosion. The air current sweeps across. Spread away. Taking the dojo by storm in an instant. The mate of the Hinata branch, Hinata Chu, covered her mouth, her pretty face full of disbelief. Hinata Hikari told her that she had learned the soft fist technique, one strike. But she didn't believe it. Only now did Hinata realize that Hinata didn't just talk nonsense, but the separated family members actually practiced the soft boxing technique, one-hit body. Everyone in the clan family looked shocked, their faces uncertain. Quack, Hinata laughed strangely, and instead of slowing down, he rushed towards Hinata Kazuma even faster. Hinata Kazuma was already panicking. He didn't expect that Hinata Hikaru would master the clan's secret skill with just a few pages of instructions. No, this is impossible. Hinata Kazuma clapped his palm again in the air. It's still Bagwa Kongjang. However, this time, the palm technique shot out of anxiety was much less accurate and powerful. Hinata Hikari easily broke through this palm and came to Hinata Kazuma in an instant. Hinata Kazuma is indeed a stronger ninja than Hinata Nitori. He immediately and subconsciously used Bagwazang to fight back, but all this was in vain. Because Hinata Hikaru had no intention of using soft fists to fight with him. Konoha, Rising Wind. You are listening to novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 365. Sea-level Taijutsu, Konoha Xiaofeng. Accumulate strength by lowering your waist, and then jump with all your strength. Wind. Fly and become a rising dragon. A kick that breaks through the ground and flies into the sky. The gorgeous and incredible kick from below directly bypassed the row fist Bagwa palm and hit Hinata Kazuma's chin. This move is very powerful. In the original Shippuden, Lee kicked the large sword Same Hata out of Kisame's hand. It is a move that contains extremely explosive power. And Hinata Kazuma was hit by this move, and his whole body flew directly into the sky. What a powerful high kick! The jounin of the main family and the branch family opened their eyes wide and watched this scene. Only they can understand how powerful Hinata's kick is. Hinata put his hands on the ground, and in the next moment, his figure disappeared. Where did you go? Look. Heaven. As the largest dojo of the Hyuga clan, this building has a ceiling of more than 10 meters high, so there is no need to worry about being kicked by Hinata Kazuma. Shadow Dance Leaf. Hinata Hikaru's figure suddenly appeared behind Hinata Kazuma. Another level C taijutsu. Shadow Dancing Leaves? A taijutsu that closely tracks the enemy's body like the shadow of a leaf flying in the air. Although this move itself has no lethality, it can be used in conjunction with a series of attacks as a prelude. In the original work, Xiao Li used this move to use Biao Lianhua. Although Hinata doesn't know how to use 8-gate Dunjia, he has dozens of other moves. Hinata Kazuma, whose head was buzzing from being kicked and whose head was shaking, still noticed the figure coming from behind. After all, Byakugan has 360-degree vision. Body pain, complete inability to control balance, and even inability to move. The concussion suffered by being hit in the jaw is extremely fatal. Ga. It's not over yet. Next is the real killing move. Hinata laughed strangely, with an indescribable coldness in his tone. In the horrified eyes of everyone, Hinata formed a fire escape seal. The fluctuation of murderous intention, collapsing palm millennium killing. The red light appeared and suddenly exploded. Ah! Screams, shrill wails. Boom! The sky falls. After Hinata Kazuma was hit by that indescribable move, he fell heavily to the ground. Then, Hinata landed safely. Silence, indescribable silence, and pain surrounded everyone. No one spoke. Because they really don't know what to say. Everyone had extreme astonishment on their faces. Ga. Those people with evil intentions, this leader will teach them a lesson, if there is another time. Hinata Hikaru's little face was full of nervousness. She poked her finger in demonstration. Everyone present felt tight. Hinata Hikari actually used that move. For a moment, the whole place was silent. Whether it was the clan family or the branch family, the corners of their mouths were twitching. How should I put it, at this time, it seemed as if toads from Mount Miyuki were running through their hearts. I don't know what expression to use at all. The Hyuga clan has never seen such a scene in decades, oh no, probably hundreds of years. Hinata Kazuma, was actually hit by that. What's so good? Hinata Hikaru's nervous voice sounded, as if he was dissatisfied with the strange looks from everyone. Then, Hinata Hikaru turned her gaze and fell on Hinata Kazuma, who was lying on the ground. Are the Chunin of the clan very strong? Hinata asked. Extremely arrogant. Wow. Hinata Kazuma spat out a mouthful of blood, not only from the physical pain, but also from the humiliation Hinata Hikari had brought to him. As a clan member, he is aloof and superior. When has he ever been treated like this? As a result, Hinata Kazuma tilted his head in anger and passed out. Gaga. Zaza. Hinata Hikaru raised an internationally recognized gesture towards Hinata Kazuma with great disdain. Then the middle finger. The upper echelon of the Hyuga clan, Jonin Hyuga Fukai frowned. Hikaru Hinata, you actually use such a move. Don't you have any sense of shame? Coming. Hinata Hisashi put away the smile on his lips and looked at the clan ninja. Hinata Kazaka is about the same age as Hinata Kazuma, and more importantly, Hyuga Kazuma is Hyuga Kazuma's son. His own son was humiliated by someone like this, how could he just sit idly by and ignore it? So, how will Hinata respond? Everyone turned their gazes and looked at the girl in the field, their eyes bursting with anticipation. Are you his father? Hinata Hikaru saw that this guy looked very similar to Hinata Kazuma lying on the ground, So he asked directly. Exactly, Hinata Fenkai frowned. Although he expressed disgust at the vulgar word I, he still admitted it. Gaga. If you don't discipline your son well, he will develop a habit of being domineering. Some people spoil him at home, but no one will spoil him at the shooting party. I will teach your son a lesson for you. You should also thank me. If it had been someone else. Hinata stretched for emphasis. What if it were someone else? If it had been anyone else, your son would have been beaten to death. Presumptuous. Hinata Fenkai shouted angrily, his momentum changed, and the Jounin's aura suddenly overflowed. The murderous aura formed by thousands of tempers is like a wave of waves rushing towards Hinata. In the original work, Orochimaru unleashes murderous intent on Kakashi, and Kakashi almost urinates with fear. Although it is Kakashi's dark history, there is no doubt that, a strong man, just exuding murderous intent can make his strength, a bad opponent will freeze on the spot. According to Hinata Fukai's idea, Hinata Hikari should have been so frightened that he collapsed to the ground immediately. However, after releasing his murderous aura, Hinata didn't even tremble, let alone collapse to the ground. Murderous look. Is this thing powerful? Hinata's blood inheritance limit is formed by murderous aura, not to mention that Namikaze Minato and others spent a lot of money to buy nearly one old ninja tools for Hinata so that she can absorb the bloody aura from them. Let alone a Jonin, even a Kage has to think carefully if he wants to scare Hinata Hikari with his murderous intent. Although Hikaru Hinata is now a Chuunin, what fear does he have when facing murderous intent? Ga. Your bastard spirit will not work on my leader, and, what my leader said is that this move will kill you for 1,000 years. Hinata Hikaru said, and stretched out his little hand to make gestures. The result of this was that everyone present started twitching again. This move kills for 1,000 years, but the secret of Konohagaku Taijutsu was invented by the second Hokage Senju Tobirama. Could it be that, you are blaming the second Hokage? Hinata Fenkai was so scared that she peed. This big hat is on. Not to mention he is a Jonin of the Hyuga clan, even if he is a relative of the Fire Country Daimyo, if he dares to say bad things about the second generation Hokage, he will be beheaded by the excited Konoha ninjas. Who is the second generation Hokage? The ancestor of Wei Mitsumasa is the only one in Konoha who can be called a great man. The other one is naturally his eldest brother, the first Hokage Senju Hashirama. I don't dare to blame, not at all. So even though he knew that this little psycho was trying to scare him with the Nidaime Hokage, Hinata Fukai didn't dare to say a word. Hinata JoJo's Bizarre Konoha Adventure. Author, Chaos Theory. Chapter 366. Seeing the scene of Hinata Hikaru calming down the clan Jounin and Hyuga Fukai with words, everyone from the branch family to the clan family were shocked. Of course they know that Hinata Hikaru is very arrogant. But I didn't expect that he would be so crazy. Even the upper echelons of the Zone family don't take it seriously. How, Sangda Kuisik Ren Crazy Xin. It's really very refreshing. Humph. Hinata waved his sleeves and glanced at the boys and girls of the clan. Aren't you still competing? If not, I will go back, because I am very busy. Hinata Hikari said very seriously, as if she was really busy. Hinata Fenkai covered his chest, feeling a little unbearable, and he slumped down on the chair on the spot. That's so annoying. You, yes, just you. Hinata Hikaru completely ignored Hinata Fenkai, but stretched out her white and slender fingers and pointed at someone casually. She remembered that this guy seemed to be called Hinata Chanky or Hinata Bigfoot, or was he Hinata Zhao Ser? Whatever. How about you? Hinata Hikari stretched out another finger and pointed at Hinata. Or you. This time, it was Hinata Emi. Okay. Hinata Hikaru waved his hands repeatedly, suddenly looking extremely impatient. How about you all come together? Why don't you all come together? Arrogant, so arrogant, does Hinata Hikaru want to go to heaven? At this moment, even Hinata Rishin, who had been trying to remain calm and had the majestic demeanor of a clan leader, had a look of astonishment on his face. Ah! Ah! Some people even held their heads and howled on the spot. Because, the scene in front of him was really unacceptable to him, and he thought he was dreaming. Yes, it must be a dream, otherwise how could it be possible for Hinata Hikaru to laugh at all the clan members by himself? Little psycho. Don't be too arrogant. Drink. Immediately, a boy from the Zone family shouted and rushed towards Hinata. Seeing him take action, the people standing next to him also rushed forward, and now they no longer cared about whether to fight alone. Now they just want to give Hinata a lesson. Soft fist method Bagwazang. Bagwa empty palm. Soft fist technique, acupuncture. 3 figures, 3 impacts. The moves that combine the power of the 3 members of the Zone family will be unstoppable. However, Hinata just laughed weirdly. The wave of killing intent, Konoha whirlwind. The figure danced like a whirlwind, and the strong fluctuations of murderous intent even appeared in red light. Right kick, sweep. On the spot, 3 young men from the Zone family were swept away. Whether it is Bagwazang or Bagwakongjang, after encountering the murderous wave of Hikaru, it is like facing a mountain that is as insurmountable. In terms of strength and strength, Soft Fist is no match for the wave of murderous intent. This is tantamount to using one's shortcomings to attack the other's strong points. To a certain extent, fluctuations in murderous intent are the natural nemesis of Raw Fist. Poverty and weakness. Poverty and weakness. Hinata Hikaru laughed out loud, heartily. That special bloodline limit. When the Zone family saw this scene, they couldn't help but open their eyes. It has been at least a few years since the last time I saw Hikaru Hinata showing off the limits of his inheritance in the Hyuga clan mansion. Now that it is released, it is obviously several times stronger than before, maybe even dozens of times. In other words, this Hyuga Hikari is not standing still, but is practicing and moving forward at a speed that they can hardly imagine. Then, another clan ninja rushed in. They no longer cared whether they were Chunin or not, and even the genin launched an attack on Hinata Hikaru. Useless. Hinata Hikaru used all kinds of physical skills that he was familiar with and swept them across, almost no one could defeat him. In the blink of an eye, a figure was lying on the ground. Back to the days. Finally, a ninja from the Zone family used Chitin. Chakra was released from the entire body, and the body rotated at high speed, forming a blue sphere. However, Hinata Hikaru, who quickly retreated, left Chitin's attack range and watched his performance as if he were a fool. When the clan ninjas got tired and stopped, Hinata Hikaru said with great pity. Is Chitin very powerful? No matter how powerful you are, if others don't take action, they will wait for you to use up your chakra and then go up to beat you. What can you do? You. The clan ninja was angry, but he could no longer say the words. He saw Hinata's right foot and the sudden red light magnifying in front of his eyes, he kicked and immediately passed out. The dignified clan returned to heaven and was reduced to nothing by Hinata Hikaru. In fact, if it is not released by the masters or elites of the Hyuga clan, Chitin's weakness is just as Hyuga Hikaru said, it is an in situ defense skill that is useless. As most of the clan ninjas fell, Hinata Hikaru flicked his sleeves, and a white figure stood in the dojo, extremely majestic. It turns out, the sunlight is so strong. The onlookers stared at Hinata Hikaru one by one. The mentally ill girl they looked down upon was actually so powerful. Not to mention dampening the spirit of the Zone family, this is simply a slap in the face of the Zone family. And one slap after another. Only then did they know that the rumors about the Chunin exams were true. Hikari's team swept through other teams, defeating most of the genin with one person. But unfortunately, 99% of the moves used by Hyuga Hikaru are not the unique skills of the Hyuga clan, which is very intriguing. The upper echelons and big shots of the clan stared closely at Hinata Hikari. They knew exactly what this meant. It's not some nonsense like the bloodline of the Hyuga Tenin has awakened in her. But, Hikaru Hinata has obviously broken away from the shackles of the Hyuga clan and developed a fighting system entirely of his own. Those physical techniques that they disdained and were popular in Konoha can be transformed into magic in the hands of Hinata Hikari. Coupled with the special blood inheritance limit, they are even more invincible. In an instant, there were only a few boys and girls from the Zone family who could stand on the scene, or rather had not taken action. The clan leader's son Hinata Hisatsu, childhood sweethearts Hinata Emi, Hinata Mizu, Hinata Xiao. The others were all knocked to the ground by Hinata Hikaru. Hinata Hizu frowned, looked at the people who fell to the ground, and secretly cursed a bunch of trash. As the son of the clan leader and the next successor to the clan leader, Hinata is arrogant, judging everything by his strength. Otherwise, the original work. It is impossible for Nikaya to say to his daughter Hinata, the clan does not need a waste like you. In his opinion, everyone who fell to the ground was trash. Even a branch family member who was less than 10 years old and had just become a Chuyunin could not handle it. Hyuga, Hinata Shui, why don't you two come on stage? As soon as Hinata Hizu opened his mouth, he scolded his clan members. Me. Hinata Shui looked at the clan members lying on the ground in front of him, and his original idea of fighting Hinata Hikaru for 300 rounds disappeared without a trace. He would rather have Hinata Hisashi as his opponent than Hinata Hikari. Because, this little psycho is so damn strong. Ri Xiang Xiao's face was neither sad nor happy, as if she was wearing a mask. I am not her opponent. Ri Xiang Xiao admitted this point straightforwardly. It sounds like it's natural. Not even a little different at all.